Hi, everyone. We've got the second game of the... And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Thursday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Denver Nuggets.
And for that game against the Spurs, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it, playing that much basketball in that short amount of time.
The Lakers making a switch here. MP's checked in. Well, for MP, winning the NBA Cup has been a point of emphasis for him. And tonight's game is huge to reach that goal.
It is, and I'll say this. Every game in the Cup is a big one. Remember, just 4 teams in each conference advance, so you cannot afford multiple losses. MP will need to be on his A game every game to win it all.
And now, let's send it over to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, MP certainly has his heart set on winning this NBA Cup. I asked him why it was so important to him, and he said it'll show just how strong this team is, that we're competitors, and that we're must-watch basketball this season. MP certainly sounds committed to this tournament. Guys,
we all love the NBA Cup, don't we? And I bet his coach loves hearing his player MP say that as much as we do. Thank you, David. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
Oh, yeah, the old man could still do that. LeBron James with the catch and finish.
For Utah, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Sexton, and oh boy, a lot of contact. There, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on MP. And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. There's always going to be plenty of interest, and that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better, for whatever reason and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pull on the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for a playoffs, competing for a title, and you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B. Teams and general managers want to do it.
Well said.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
MP, and MP throws it down.
What a finish by MP. He just finds a way to convert through contact.
1:46 left to play in the first quarter. And the league continuing, Shams, to tweak the rules around replay review. But would you set a time limit to maybe tweak it a little bit?
Have to, right? Especially some of these games and the way they're ending. It's something to try. If you can't find a cause to really overturn in a minute or two, let's keep this game moving. I think we all love a free-flowing game.
I agree.
MP looking solid from there.
Jazz leading by 7. 1:12 left in the first quarter. Back to Mills for 3. It's hauled in by MP. LA's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And the dunk by MP.
Oh, man, I love to see that. MP elevating.
Jazz have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Sexton the pass to Hendricks to the left wing. Kessler against Davis. Sexton for 3. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
And here's MP for three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Here's Sexton. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. Sometimes we know you are so connected and on top of so many great stories and players and trends in the NBA. I have to ask, what is your, like I'm talking to my teenage daughter, what is your screen time like? You've got to be in front of that computer and clearly in front of your phone every minute, or at least most every minute of every hour of every day.
It's not as high as it needs to be, Kevin, I'll tell you that much. And thankfully, it's not always like that, but certainly at the biggest times of the year, free agency, draft, trade deadline, it is certainly up there, almost in the 19 to 20 range. Kevin, what's your screen time? I feel like you might have a high screen time. You want to be plugged in. I know it.
I take 2 months off in the summer, but for those 10 months, it's 7 days a week, a lot like you. But I know how much happens in the offseason. That's my interest in sitting next to you here courtside tonight, is that you're watching this game, but your mind is always thinking about this and that, and it never ends. Like, you must not get much sleep. You cannot get much sleep, right? My goodness.
We do get sleep, but your offseason is my season, Kevin, and I want to make sure as we get through.
Sexton, you can tell he's feeling it tonight, and guys, has been the driving force for Utah, and his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points, and don't go away, we'll be right back.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief
in that game against the Spurs, they'll be facing a team that's had a little better year. But this game is winnable if they bring the energy.
Well, as we check out the results of the first half for the Lakers, it's been neck and neck.
You can't win playing passive at the offensive end.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.